1 year ago, Congress eliminated over $1 billion in funding for public media, yet we, the people, haven't backed down. When you donate to the independent nonprofits that make up the NPR network, we hold the powerful to account together. It's the kind of journalism democracy requires that we, the public, must protect. Join the community of people who power this work at donate.npr.org.
In 00 campaign headquarters here at Car Talk Plaza. Now, some of you may know that Tommy and I are running for co-president this year on the fondue party ticket. And if we win,
it was Halloween party.
And if we win, we've already announced that my brother's going to take Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I'll be president on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So I can immediately overturn everything he does. Anyway, before you make up your minds and head into the voting booths, we thought you might want to hear one of the things that my brother will be promoting during his 3 days a week.
Oh, you're not party to this?
Oh, no, not really, no.
Okay, here we go then. This is one of our initiatives. It's called the Vehicle Reliability Reduction Program, also known as Cars Absolutely Stink.
Don't
sugarcoat
it, man. The people want the truth.
They
can't handle the truth, but they want it.
Has anything in the past century torn asunder the social fabric of this great nation more than the automobile? Just look at the cost of the modern automobile. It's the source of more pollution than anything else on the planet. It's the cause of 40,000 deaths a year, road rage, and Ricardo Montalban TV ads. To be fair, the industry has given us a couple of interesting things, convenient transportation, cup holders, and, of course, enriched the lives of countless mechanics.
You ain't kidding. Yes, they have.
All right, faced with this enemy to the American public, what have our leaders done? They've done squat. Worse than squat, they've actually built more roads. I mean, they make it even worse. Now, we are going to change all that. A Magliozzi administration is going to dramatically reduce the role of the automobile in American public life as we know it today.
What you mean we, Kimosabe?
And how are we going to do this? Here it is. This plan consists of 5 components. 5!
Oh, like in your MG.
No, that's how many fingers I happen to have on this hand. First, a gradual phase-out of Japanese cars. We mean by gradual, we're going to give it like 90 days. These cars are way too reliable. Who ever heard of a car that will go for 100,000 miles without anything? I mean, that's ridiculous. So Japanese cars will gradually be phased out. Step B, the immediate importation of more Italian, French, and Yugoslavian vehicles. These cars are temperamental, they are prone to malfunction at inopportune times, and best of all, parts are practically impossible to find. Step Roman numeral 3. There isn't any 3. We
missed 3. Skip right to 4
We
and
wanted
5.
to use 5 because that's how many fingers we had, so we had to slip the one in the middle that we didn't have anything for.
But 3 is coming.
Roman numeral 4. As a nation, we'll get so frustrated with our cars that we will once again use public transportation, which by comparison will seem reliable and comfortable. Number 5, themed public transportation.
Ah, yes.
Now, see, you may be in on this because this was your idea.
Well, I may have to line item veto some of these things.
Themed public transportation. Imagine stepping onto the BART, the Metro, the T, or anything else, and find yourself in front of a butcher block counter with Julia Child caramelizing breast of quail. Or stepping aboard the Starbucks/Arturo Fuente car and enjoying a cappuccino and a stogie on the way home after work. You get the idea? Cars would return to their rightful place, rusting in people's backyards, and when they did run, we'd all be pleasantly surprised. Our skies would clear up, you could ride your bike to work without having to worry about getting hit by a soccer mom in an excursion, and you would enjoy a glimpse of the latest lingerie fashions from Victoria's Secret or Chippendales on the way home from work. Sounds good, doesn't it? Well, we thought so, and that's not all. There is one final benefit to this program. If we could eliminate cars, we could eliminate Car Talk. And no one can doubt that the end of Car Talk would be a good thing for NPR, public broadcasting, and our nation, if not the entire world. I rest my case.
Here, here.
Woohoo! We are a shoo-in.
Boy, you got my vote, man.
Yeah,
Well, if you'd like to complain about cars in general or your car in particular,
Or car talk.
or car talk, by all means, and give us a call at 888-8888. Car Talk. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Ashley from Kent, Washington.
Hi, Ashley.
With an E toward the end there?
Just Ley.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I was
Yeah.
going to go for the EIGH.
Oh, that would have been good.
So what's happening, Ashley?
Well, I have a very cute Volkswagen 74 Super Beetle that I absolutely love. Problem is that winter is coming, and I have a little problem with carbon monoxide in my car.
No, because your heater boxes are rotted through.
Yeah, you know what? And I had that checked out. In fact, I had a new one placed in there, and still the carbon monoxide was very high. I actually had it tested out.
And you know you have carbon monoxide in the passenger compartment because
yes.
someone has tested it with an emissions tester.
Oh, yes. No, that it had passed emissions and all that kind of stuff, but
Well, sure, there's no emissions coming out the tailpipe. They're all going in the passenger compartment.
no, I actually, after spending 2 hours in my car in a little trip, after I got out, about 10 minutes later, I passed out.
Really?
Yeah. And driving back, I got the same kind of symptoms as I did before with the headaches and all that kind of stuff, and realized that that's exactly what it was. And then I actually had, you know, those carbon monoxide testers that you would put in an aircraft, a small aircraft?
Yeah, well, my wife bought one of those because she was convinced that my brain cells were disappearing.
And she found out they were, but it wasn't due to the carbon monoxide poisoning.
Yes.
Yeah, so you got it.
Well, there are only two ways that carbon monoxide can get into your car,
Okay.
into this car. One is through the heat exchanger system.
Okay.
And you can disconnect that where the heater boxes attach to the ducts underneath the car. There are two flexible pipes or hoses that connect. You can take those right off, and you can plug up the ductwork with something like duct tape
Okay.
at the chassis end, which prevents the intrusion of anything into the engine, into the passenger compartment.
Okay.
It doesn't mean that carbon monoxide can't be getting in some other way.
Like
Right.
holes in the floor, open windows, and all that stuff.
Okay.
Or cracks in the chassis or whatever. And a car this age could have any of those things wrong with it.
Right.
What you've got to do is divide and conquer here. So what you've got to do is take the heating system out of the picture.
Okay.
So you want to shut that thing up completely and then measure the carbon monoxide level. If it in fact is down to zero, which it should be, or
right.
close to it,
Right.
then in fact you know that that's the problem. If not, then you just junk the car.
Okay.
Yeah, but it will
Because it probably
probably
has-
knock it down to zero, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but you're prepared to junk the car, aren't you?
She loves it.
I'm not quite prepared to do that.
Another few weeks we'll be able to junk it for you, and you won't even know.
This is one of those your money or your life situations.
That's right.
But I'm pretty sure that most of it will be gone when you plug up everything.
Okay.
Okay.
And good luck. And in the meantime, I mean, either don't drive the car, or if you do, and I'm hesitant to say drive with the windows open because the carbon monoxide will get in and it will stay there.
Okay.
And I don't think I would want to drive this much at all.
Okay.
And don't
Good
be
luck.
afraid to junk it.
Okay.
All right?
Hey, thank you.
See you, Ashley.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, Tommy, do you remember last week's puzzler?
No. Yeah, I do. It had to do with domicile envy,
I don't think we discussed that on NPR.
Oh, we can, and we shall.
This message comes from Wise, the smart way to manage your money around the world. With Wise, you can send, spend, and receive money in over 40 currencies at the mid-market rate. Learn more at wise.com. T's and C's apply.
Every episode of It's Been a Minute, NPR's What's Happening in Culture podcast starts by asking 3 questions. Who? How? Why now? If the culture's asking it, we're talking about it. At NPR, we stand for your right to be curious and indulge your cultural curiosity. Follow It's Been a Minute wherever you get your podcasts, and we'll break down the zeitgeisty topics that are filling your feed.
This is Tanya Mosley, co-host of Fresh Air. From mail-in ballots to racial gerrymandering, a lot is at stake for America's free and fair elections. I spoke with journalist Ari Berman about what he calls a final blow to the Voting Rights Act.
My fear is that we are returning to a politics of Jim Crow in the South.
Listen to Fresh Air on the NPR app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, we're back. You're listening to Car Talk with us, Click and Clack, the Tappert Brothers, and we're here to talk about cars, car repair, and the answer to last week's puzzler.
Which I don't remember at all, to be honest with you.
You said you remembered it.
I was lying.
Well, anyway, this puzzler came from my fewest number of moves series.
Oh, that crazy little thing.
No, it is. I thought this was a great little puzzle. It was
okay.
sent in by Bruce Robinson, who's a professor at the University of Tennessee. Anyway, here it is. There are 25 jealous people who live on one floor of a very strange apartment building. On this floor are 25 apartments laid out in a 5x5 grid.
Yeah.
You got it? So if you draw this grid, the square in the upper left-hand corner we could say is 1, and the one next to it is 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the line below that is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right, all the way to 25.
I got it.
Got it? Right, got it, right.
Yeah.
Now, each person who lives on the floor aspires to move into the apartment of one of his adjacent neighbors. So number 1 can move to square number 2 or number 6, for example. And
But not diagonally.
Not diagonally. Number 2 can move to number 1.
Number 3 or,
Or
number 7.
There you go.
I can visualize all that.
So here's the question. Why would anyone live in such a stupid... No, the question is, what is the fewest number of total moves that will allow every person to move to an adjacent square?
All right.
Now, I know Doug Mayer has been... Did you get the answer, Mayer? He says, no, I didn't get the answer.
Well, unencumbered by the thought process, I concluded right away when you gave this problem.
It had to be 1 or
that
0,
the answer
right?
was it was either going to be 26
very good.
or millions.
Well, millions is closer.
Millions is closer, huh?
Well, if you don't number them 1 through 25, but instead letter them,
Yeah.
and not A, B, C, D, E, let's letter the first one A,
Yeah.
the next one B, the next one A, the next one B, et cetera, et cetera. Then everyone who's on an A square must, by definition, move to what?
A B square.
Right? And
And-
everyone
and
who's on a
vice
B
versa.
square must move to an A square. It's pretty obvious if you draw it out.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, if you add them up by some stroke of bad luck, you got 13 A squares and only 12 B squares.
Someone's got to move out of the building.
They're going to evict somebody. So there are no fewest number of moves. It is impossible for this to happen. I know it's a little sneaky.
No, impossible is a good
Impossible
answer.
is a good number of moves. So who's our winner anyway?
Gee, that's very good, I like that question.
Well, you're going to love this week's if you...
Yeah.
Poor man just threw a wastebasket at me. He was up to 26,215 moves, and he almost had it.
The winner is Martha Lozano from Richmond, Virginia. Richmond, Virginia.
Good work, Martha.
And for having her answer selected at random from the both of the correct answers that we got. Martha is going to get a $25 gift certificate to the store at the Car Talk section of cars.com. And with that $25, she can buy the better part of a Car Talk CD gift set.
What's the better part?
The carrying case. Actually, that's the best part. And by the way, if you'd like to learn more about any of the status-lowering items that we mentioned on the show, you can always visit the store at the Car Talk section of cars.com yourself, or you can call 888-CAR-JUNK, and this is known as shameless commerce, what we just did. We gave the name. We told people they could go buy stuff, and we told them how to buy it.
You ashamed that you did that?
No.
Not really, no. We have a new puzzler coming up in the third half of today's show. It is not automotive, but it is locomotive, folkloric, historic, and
Locomotive.
locomotive in
It's
nature.
like crazy cars.
Kind of. Anyway, if you'd like to call us, the number is 888-CAR Talk. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Christian Spencer in Oxford, Ohio.
Christian.
Oxford, Ohio.
Home of Miami University.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I think I knew that.
Now, after what or whom is Miami University named, and didn't they know there was going to be a problem?
Actually, Miami University was founded way before Florida was.
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, it's true, actually.
Come on, the oldest city in the country.
1807, I believe.
1807, Miami was...
It was named after the Indian tribe that used to live here in southwest Ohio.
Oh, really?
And they went to Florida for the summer.
And they loved it so much, they changed the name of the tribe, the Miamians.
Yeah, I just graduated, so...
So that's your alma mater.
Yeah.
What'd you major in, Christian?
Interdisciplinary studies.
Does that include, like, do you want fries with that? What is interdisciplinary studies?
Interdisciplinary studies is just the code word for pretty much creating your own major.
Right, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So which McDonald's you working at?
Actually, I'm working at a pizza place. I'm way too qualified to handle fries, so they had to put me on dough.
Good man.
No, actually, that's the best way to get an education.
And you'll probably never have your hands on that much dough ever again in your life.
With a certain uncertainty, you might say.
A certain uncertainty.
So anyway, so what's the...
So what kind of a 1976 Chevy do you own?
Actually, I own a 1988 Suzuki Samurai. It's a 5-speed hardtop car.
Yeah?
You know the Samurai.
Oh, of course.
Doesn't everyone?
About a month and a half ago, I started having this little problem with the clutch. Now, I bought it 5 years ago, and put about 60,000 miles on it. Had very little problems with it. I've done almost every repair on it myself.
Good.
But I started having this problem where when I would shift gears, the clutch would start to be a little hard. Not the clutch, not the pedal, but shifting the gear shift. Be a little sticky, a little hard to get into gear. Mm-hmm. Eventually, this turned into a situation where I'd have to apply about 500 pounds of pressure to move the gear shift. This kept
really?
happening. Yeah.
Only when the engine was running, however.
Only when the engine was running.
Right.
And only once it got good and warm.
And this happens in all gears or just first gear?
It happens in first and second, and then eventually third and fourth and fifth.
Oh, until it just won't go into any gear.
Yeah, eventually.
When you say you have to put a lot of force to make it move, while you're doing that, is it grinding away or not?
Only when I put it in reverse. Every other time it didn't do it. But I talked to my mechanic and a couple other people, and they said my clutch was probably about to go out because it hadn't been replaced in 5 years. That was what they were just like, your clutch is probably about to die. And they were right. A week later, the clutch went. And after being stranded on a not-so-friendly street, I got it towed, and I got the standard 3-part clutch assembly put into it by a friend of mine who's a mechanic. Sure enough, I get it back the next day, and the same thing happens. And it's the exact same problem. But he goes to Florida.
Miami, right?
Miami, maybe.
Now, when you say that the mechanics told you that your clutch was ready to go, and indeed the clutch went.
Yes.
What does that mean? What do you mean it went? Where did it went?
Well, it just stopped working.
Well, in what way? It already wasn't working. Or it appeared to not be.
It's just like the pedal went down and never came back.
Oh.
So the pedal went down to the floor and stayed there.
Well, pretty much. It popped up a little bit more, and then it was all rubbery. There was nothing to the clutch. Like the car wouldn't start. You couldn't push it down. It was gone.
All right. Does this have a hydraulic clutch or a cable clutch?
I'm pretty sure it has a hydraulic clutch.
Good. Because if it didn't,
we wouldn't have any
we would have been hanging up on you.
No, we would have had. I had a backup answer.
I have a backup answer.
I
always have a backup answer.
I had a backup answer for the cable.
I think what happened is your clutch master cylinder failed. The day that the pedal went to the floor, what you didn't need was a clutch.
No.
What you really needed was a clutch master. Either the thing had run out of fluid, causing...
No, we checked that.
Well, or it wasn't pumping. But in any event, I bet when your friend put the new clutch in, he had to bleed the thing, too, to get it to work correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And then as it heats up and the bore of the thing expands, the bore of the master cylinder expands, the clutch master cylinder is less able to provide the requisite pressure to disengage the clutch. And that's why you have to lean on that handle, the shifter, that is, to shift it.
Okay.
So I would recommend you change the clutch master and the slave.
And the slave?
Yeah, they're cheap enough.
And you can do this yourself if you've done all the other work on the vehicle.
Okay, well, I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
And this will fix it. It's a guarantee.
Okay.
You'll never run again. You'll never deliver another pizza. See you, Christian.
I'll see you at McDonald's later.
Good luck, man.
We'll be right back with more calls and the new puzzler right after these messages.
These days, it feels like the news changes every hour. Well, NPR has a podcast that does that too. NPR News Now brings you a fresh 5-minute episode every hour of the day with the latest, most important headlines in episodes that are clear, fact-based, and easy to digest. Listen to NPR News Now on the NPR app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Each story you hear on Planet Money starts with a question. What happens if we refund tariffs? Why are groceries so expensive? At NPR, we stand for your right to be curious because the forces shaping our world can be hard to see. Follow NPR's Planet Money wherever you get your podcasts and start seeing how the economy really works.
Hi, it's me, Peter Sagal, host of Wait, Don't Tell Me. It's summer, and if you want to turn your pool party into a nerd fest, check out our news quiz. We got comedians, we got celebrities, we got games to help you laugh about the week's news. Yeah, that news. It'll be just like we're all hanging out at your backyard barbecue. Listen every week to Wait, Don't Tell Me on the NPR app or wherever you get your podcasts.
The last phase of the World Cup is underway, and the NPR network has been there since the first whistle.
Cape Verde is a small African island nation that surprised everyone by making it to the World Cup.
Ronaldo did something no man or woman has done before.
He scored goals in 6 different World Cups for a total of 10.
As we enter the final matches of the tournament, head to the NPR app for all things World Cup from the NPR network.
Ha! We're back. You're listening to Car Talk with us, Click and Clack, the Tappert brothers, and we're here to discuss cars, car repair, and the new, what did I say? Locomotive puzzler. Man, it has nothing to do with trains.
That's what I thought.
I didn't. Yeah, you knew that.
With crazy cars. Locomotive.
Oh, no, geez.
Does it?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. As Chico Marx was fond of saying, I'd like to play one of my own numbers now by Victor Herbert. So
yes.
I'd like to give you this puzzler in the style of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
Oh.
So pay attention. I'd like everyone to close his eyes or her eyes.
And imagine.
Relax.
Yeah.
Okay? Imagine yourself in the English countryside.
I'm there.
You're feeling very sleepy. And if you're lucky, when you wake up, the puzzle will be all over. You'll have missed it.
I'm there, man. I'm on the English countryside. I'm riding in the dog cart.
Yes. It seems there had been a terrible accident in a suburb north of London, and Inspector Lestrade had been sent to investigate. Sir Richard Ashcroft was dead, and everyone agreed that it was an accident, although some suspected it was a suicide. There were all the problems that Sir Richard had had, with the non-existent copper mines in Chile and that thing with the Viceroy's granddaughter, but we won't get into that.
Yes.
Anyway, he had been found on a rocky slope, his head dashed against one of the boulders and his mangled bicycle at his side. The facts seemed to speak for themselves.
Yeah.
He had lost control of his bike and had crashed. There had been no eyewitnesses, but finally an eyewitness emerged. Nigel, Sir Richard's trusted gardener of many years. You're paying attention? Now, there are lots of facts here that are going to obfuscate the thing. So
we knew that.
You did?
That's unnecessary.
Unnecessary to state that. And then there are some important pieces of information.
Nigel. Nigel appears.
So shocked by Sir Richard's death, he had been unable to speak for several days, but haltingly he told his story. I was walking back from town up that long hill leading to Sir Richard's estate when I saw him riding toward me, sitting straight up in his seat, the way he always rode.
Mm-hmm.
And he was traveling at a high rate of speed. The Brits always say that, high rate of speed, even though we know it's incorrect.
30.
When suddenly he jerked the handlebars to the left, and off the road he flew to his death. Lestrade asks, "Why didn't you come forward earlier?" He said, "I didn't come forward because Sir Richard told me he was taking his own life, and he didn't want to shame the family. And I decided to keep his secret, but I could not keep it any longer. I had to tell the truth about it. I saw Sir Richard take his own life by flying down this road, jerking the handlebars of his bicycle to the left.
I've got it.
Going off the road to the left, crashing into a rock, and ending his life. Yeah. Later that day, Lestrade is discussing the points of the case with his buddy, Sherlock Holmes, over cognac and Arturo Fuentes. And Holmes says, bring the gardener in for questioning. He's the perpetrator. How did he know? Now, if you think you know the answer, write it on a postcard or float it inside a fully assembled Pulsar Whirlpool bath with built-in armrest, a contour teak bench seat, magic touch controls, and 6 turbo-powered jets.
And send it to
Buzzler Tower, Car Talk Plaza, Box 3500, Harvard Square, Cambridge.
Our fair city.
Matt 02238. Or, of course, you can email your answer from the Car Talk section of cars.com, 1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hello, my name is Camille, and I drive a 97 Volkswagen Golf.
Hi, Camille.
A Golf.
Yeah.
And is a Golf a chick car or a guy car?
Well, I'm
what
a
do you
chick.
think? You're a chick and you bought it.
Yeah.
Did you buy it for its appearance?
No, I bought it for its practicality. I really wanted a Bug, but I couldn't afford the new Beetle, so.
Yeah, well, you reminded...
The new Beetle's definitely a chick car.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the fact that you drive a Golf reminds me that on the website and show, we discussed the fact that there are some cars, we think, which are known to be chick cars, and some cars that are guy cars. And in fact, the very example we used was the Golf, because a friend of ours was buying a car for his son, and the son decides to buy a Golf. And he goes out and he test drives it, and he loves it. And he happens to mention to his buddy the next day, hey, I'm getting a new Golf. And his buddy says, you can't buy a Golf. A Golf is a chick car. And he practically broke down in tears, canceled the whole deal, and ran out and bought a pickup truck or something. I don't know. And so our question was, and is now, we want nominations from people. What are chick cars? Which specific cars are chick cars? And which cars are guy cars? And what's the rationale behind it? What makes a Golf a chick car? I mean, you bought one, and it's a very common car, and our producer, Doug Berman, had one.
No, yeah. 2 of them, I think. But that's another topic for another show.
Not that there's anything wrong with it. He's very neat, and he's over 30.
So I don't drive a slave to fashion car?
So anyway, what's the matter with your Golf?
Well, it has this very strange problem. It started one morning when I was driving to the airport very early, and I turned the car on, and I noticed that the brake light stayed on, as if I had left the emergency brake on.
Yeah.
But I don't use the emergency brake, so it wasn't on.
Where are you from, by the way? Did you tell us?
I'm from Philadelphia.
Okay.
At the same time, the blower wasn't working on the defrost, air conditioning, that whole unit. I had no electricity on that, as well as on the windshield wipers.
Got it.
Of course, this is on a rainy morning that I discover this.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Well, how else would you discover it? You don't turn on the windshield wipers if the sun is out.
Right.
But the radio worked, didn't it, Camille?
The radio worked and the sunroof still worked.
Yeah.
And I did test it in the rain just to find out.
Good for you.
And this seemed bad and sort of disconcerting, but of course I'm just going to drive it because these didn't seem like major problems. And then I had to press the clutch in. And now the clutch was in when I started the car, and there wasn't any kind of strange sound. But on subsequent pressing of the clutches, it made this god-awful sound.
Grinding sound.
Yeah, as if something wasn't engaged, kind of a like, ah, kind of sound.
Yeah, were you driving near a power plant at the time?
Were there any unusual abductions in the area? Philadelphia.
Here's the only... Philadelphia experiment. You, of course, you know about the Philadelphia experiment.
Actually, no.
Well,
oh, Camille.
We're planning to have an entire show in it soon, so stay tuned for that.
An entire battleship disappeared from Philadelphia. Disappeared.
Are you just playing with me?
No, we're not.
No.
There are books written on the subject. It's very hush-hush, and now it's just between you, us, and the CIA.
And a few million other people who may be listening. Anyway, What happened to your car happens, interestingly enough, to a lot of Volkswagens, but no other cars.
Yeah, this is a very strange thing.
And what happened is your ignition key did not return all the way from the crank position to the run position. You know, when you start the car, you stick the key in the hole, you turn the key, the starter motor engages the flywheel and makes that and the thing starts.
And you let go of the key.
When you let go of the key, there is a spring in there, in the ignition lock, that will flip the key from the crank position, which is the all-the-way clockwise position, to what's called the engine run position. Are you familiar with this whole phenomenon?
So far. Right.
So what's happening in your car
What you may not know, though, is that most of the accessories will not work when the car is in the crank position.
Right, like the headlights, the wipers, some of the dash lights will be on. The radio in this car will work, however, because the radio will work.
Not tied to the ignition key.
Right, and I don't know about the sunroof, but I'm assuming the sunroof is not tied to the ignition key.
Must not be.
Either, maybe for safety reasons. I don't know. In any event,
in case you have to jump out.
And the noise you heard was because the starter motor was still trying to start the engine.
Oh.
So what you need to do is remove 500 of those keys from your key ring.
Oh.
Do you have a big fat set of keys hanging down?
It's a reasonable size.
Yeah.
Well, that may have done it. But if nothing else, you just need to be cognizant of the position of that key. You know, if you rely on yourself to turn the key back to the run position and make sure you've returned it and didn't trust it to that little spring.
I would fix it because, I mean, life is too short to have to remember stuff like that. It's hard enough to remember where you live.
Take it to the dealer. Maybe it's covered by warranty.
No, see, it wouldn't because I bought it used.
Take it anyway.
Doesn't matter. Just because you bought it used doesn't mean it's not covered.
Tell them you bought it new. Tell them you hit your head. You don't remember anything. Good luck, Camille.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, boy. Why do we have to make it so complicated? We could have given her the answer like 25 minutes ago. Could have. Bourbon says could have.
We could have. And, yeah.
All right. 1-888-CAR-TALK or 1-888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, my name is Katie, and I'm calling from Northampton, Mass.
Hi, Katie.
Northampton, Mass.
Yeah.
What's up, Kate?
Well, I'm calling with a question about what car to sell. So I got married this summer, and my husband and I each brought a sort of well-used car into the marriage. So he has an 87 Chevy Nova, and I have an 89 Volvo 240. And we actually just bought a new car because I have a very long commute to work.
I see.
Yeah.
And what'd you buy?
Well, I got what the Caroscope told me to get.
A Dodge Colt Vista?
No, that's not what the Caroscope said. I got a Volkswagen Beetle.
Perfect.
Katie, with all due respect, you should never do what the Caroscope suggests.
Oh, well, it's too late.
We're only funning you.
We're only funning you there. You didn't. I hope other people are not taking it seriously.
Hope there were other factors involved in your decision.
No, I thought we just needed to look at that.
Well, okay.
That's good.
That works for you.
Well, the Beetle is a good choice, and the question now is which one do you dump? How many miles on each of them?
Well, okay, so the Nova has about 100,000 miles, and the Volvo has about 140,000 miles. And there are actually good reasons to get rid of either one, but it sort of is broken down where, of course, I don't want to get rid of my car, and my husband doesn't want to get rid of his.
Well, don't ask us which one is yours.
Yeah, we know. The Volvo's yours.
Yeah, I already told you.
Oh, you've already told us.
Yeah,
If had I been paying
I was going to say,
attention?
I guess the Volvo's yours.
Here's what the situation is with the Nova.
Yeah.
It actually, my husband bought it, I believe, from his parents used. And when they bought it, they believe in a very sort of stripped-down version of cars. So it has no options.
What cheapskates, huh?
Is he like that, too?
A stripped-down kind of guy?
Yeah, is he a chiseler?
I don't think I want to say that on the radio, no.
Okay.
No.
Between you and us, then.
Well, and also to be fair, then, I mean, his response to that is always, well, my daddy didn't buy me a Volvo.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, all right.
So the argument...
Sarcasm there, huh?
Yeah, so to be fair, the argument for the Nova is it needs to be fixed a lot, but it's always cheap to fix.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
A lot cheaper than the Volvo.
And you've had the Volvo for how long?
I guess about 7 years.
And how has it been in the snows of Northampton in the winter?
Oh, yeah, it doesn't drive very well in the snow, right, because it's a rear-wheel drive.
Right, and it's a Volvo.
Right. It does very well in the snow if you leave it parked in the driveway, actually.
Well, even without that, I was going to suggest you get rid of the Volvo. Anyway, after all, you bought a car, and so you're replacing your car.
Well, right, except, of course, we bought the new car together.
Well, I understand that.
Come on, it was a community thing there.
And your son, and your husband has a kind of an emotional attachment to the Nova. After all, it was his folks' car.
Right.
And anytime you take a trip, you'll be using the new car anyway.
Well, that's what I would hope, yeah.
So the Nova will be relegated to around town.
Right.
It will be adequate. It will be cheap to fix.
It won't be stolen.
It won't be stolen,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll be his car.
Okay.
And I think that's the car you keep.
All right.
And the frightening thing is I agree with my brother completely.
Well, I don't know what that means.
I don't know either,
but trust me, it's frightening.
Okay, I'm
but
scared.
it is scary.
Well, good luck, Katie.
All right, well, thank you very much.
Thanks for your call.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Well, it's happened again. You've disrespected another perfectly good hour by listening to Car Talk.
It's not good to do that.
Our esteemed producer is Doug the Subway Fugitive, not a slave to fashion, Bongo Boy Berman. Our associate producers are Louis Cronin the Barbarian and David It's So Peaceful on the Cape in the Winter Green. Our engineer is Tad Shrimp Curry. Our senior web lackey is Doug the Old Gray. What happened to Sheep Boy? Mayor. And our technical, spiritual, and menu advisor, just back from the New York Sub Shop series, is John Bugsy Lawler. Our public opinion poster is Paul Murky of Murky Research, assisted by statistician Marge in Overa. Our customer care representative is Haywood Jabuzzoff, assisted by helpline coordinator Kara Lott Knott. Our director of new product repair is Warren T. Myfoot. Our shop foreman is Luke Busy. Our new truck reviewer is The Big New Rig. And our director of Firestone Tire Recalls is Ivana Michelin. Our pseudonym consultant is Norm DePlume. Our divorce attorney is Carmine Not Yours. Our bungee jumping instructor is Hugo First. The Car Talk travel agent is Lois Fair available. Our Russian chauffeur is Peikoff and Dropoff. And the banker at the Car Talk Plaza poker games is Nikolai Putin. And our seat cushion tester, of course, is Mike Easter. Our chief counsel from the law firm of Dewey, Cheatham & Howe is Hugh Lewis Dewey, known to the Jimi Hendrix wannabes in Harvard Square as Huey Louie Dewey. Thanks so much for listening. We're Click and Clack, the Tappet Brothers. Don't drive like my brother.
Don't drive like my brother.
That's what I said.
Don't
We'll be
drive
back
like my brother.
We'll be back next week.
We'll be back next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Car Talk is a production of Dewey, Cheatham & Howe and WBUR in Boston.
And even though Martha Stewart jabs an extra nostril into her jack-o'-lantern whenever she hears us say it, this is NPR, National Public Radio.
This week on Newsmakers...
I'm surprised you even had me on.
Comedian Bill Maher on his Mark Twain Award and the lost art of political debate.
Just engage with the argument. Tell me if I'm wrong about something, and then we're going to be cool. But that's not what either extreme does in this country anymore.
Bill Maher on this week's Newsmakers. Watch or listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Everyone wants to know if AI is conscious, but consciousness is really hard to define.
It's the experience we're having right now.
What it is like to eat chocolate or to look at the blue sky.
So how do we know who or what is conscious? Check out the new ways scientists are finding to measure the elusive phenomenon on shortwave. Listen on the NPR app or wherever you get your podcasts.